Welcome to CCS-TV News, where we bring you highlights and happenings from Coweta County Schools. For the week of September 18th, I'm Dawn Revere of the Central Educational Center. Josh Johnson is away this week. We'll take a look at events coming up in the Coweta County school system. But first,
for our second recognition tonight.
At their September 12th meeting, the Coweta County Board of Education recognized all three Coweta County School System high schools for their recognition in the 2023 U.S. News & World Report Best High Schools list. U.S. News released its annual Best High Schools report in September. The report recognizes high-achieving public, magnet, and charter schools across the U.S. The 2023 report numerically ranked 17,680 high schools nationwide and nearly 500 high schools in Georgia. Schools with a national rank in the top 40%, based on a number of academic criteria, achieved the status of the country's best high schools. Dr. Chase Puckett, Coweta County Schools Systems Director of Instructional Services and Gifted Education, presented the recognition.
It's my privilege to celebrate and recognize our principals who've done a phenomenal job, and there is no more complicated job than being the principal of a high school.
All three high schools have appeared on the Best High School list for several years.
It's something that we look forward to every year when that list comes out. We've been on it for a few years now, and we climb a little higher every single year because we always want to push that bar, and it really is something that means a lot to us to be nationally recognized. This means so much to the Northgate community. I think it validates a lot for our teachers, the hard work that they're putting into the classrooms every single day. It validates for our students the type of education that they're getting at Northgate in the Coweta County school system, and really validates the hard work pre-K through 12 that our students have been through in their journey, that we really stand among others in being the nation's best.
In other business, at their September 12th meeting, the board approved a 2023-24 local board governance training plan and an allowance request to provide additional soil walls and piles in the construction of the new Noonan High School gym. The board also heard a budget and sales tax report from System Comptroller Keith Chapman.
We're off to a good start for the year. We're a little over $400,000 under budget for the first 2 months. It's been a concerted effort from the school level all the way up through the central office, and we hope it sets a good tone for the rest of the year.
This month's Board of Education meeting can be seen in its entirety on the school system's CCS-TV YouTube channel. Now for a look ahead at upcoming events in our school system with East Coweta High School student Olivia Rodriguez.
Coweta County Schools look forward to a teacher workday and a long fall break weekend on October 6th through 9th. The community can also look forward to lots more high school football action in the coming weeks. Coming off their games versus Hardaway and Paulding, the Noonan Cougars will return to Drake Stadium on September 22nd to face South Paulding and then East Paulding at home on September 29th. Following their homecoming last week, the Northgate Vikings are on the road for their next two as they play Veterans on September 22nd and then McIntosh and Peachtree City on October 6th. And the East Coweta Indians play Lambert away in Suwannee on September 22nd and then return home to Shoemake Stadium to face Carrollton on October 6th. Ticket information can be found on the East Coweta, Noonan, and Northgate High School websites. At the Center for Performing and Visual Arts, on September 21st, concert pianist Jasmine Arakawa will perform on the center stage. And on September 28th through the 30th, East Coweta High School's Echo Stage will return to the Nixon Center for their Fall Dessert Theater series. And starting September 19th and running through October 26th, the center features the art and photography of Anne Barry and Ellis McIntyre in the Françoise Gillot Gallery. The exhibit, Enchanted Coast, Prints from Georgia's Sea Island, features the work of 2 generations of printmakers inspired by lifelong trips to the Georgia coast. All shows are open to the public. For more information about tickets and other upcoming center events, go to www.thenixoncenter.net.
Thanks, Olivia. Also at the board's September 12th meeting, Superintendent Evan Horton gave an update on construction projects around the system, including the ongoing rebuilding of Noonan High School.
The system is in a really good position right now.
And at the September 15th Noonan Rotary Club meeting, Dr. Horton provided a report on the school's rebuilding project, including an inside and bird's eye view of the project provided by CEC aviation intern and drone operator Virgil Garrett. And finally, the Central Educational Center hosted the Atlanta section of the Audio Engineering Society's 17th annual student workshop Saturday, September 16th. Workshop topics include microphone fundamentals, digital audio recording, live sound reinforcement, wireless microphones, critical listening, and miking for television and film.
We're really fortunate here at Central Educational Center. We're the only Audio Engineering Society section in the country, in North America, perhaps in the world, at the high school level. We'll have about 100 kids going through 6 different breakout sessions, learning more about audio. Connections to the industry, connections to other professionals. Networking is what it's all about. This is an incredible opportunity for the students of Coweta County.
That brings us to an end for today's show. Thanks so much for joining us. CCS-TV will return to bring you more stories from the Coweta County school system. Now we'll go to Superintendent Evan Horton for some parting thoughts.
This month, at our school board's regular meeting, we celebrated having all 3 Coweta County high schools recognized once again on U.S. News and World Report's Best U.S. High Schools list. U.S. News surveys public, charter, and magnet high schools across the country each year in its report, evaluating schools based on factors like college readiness, state assessment proficiency and performance, underserved student performance, and high school graduation rates. Nearly 18,000 high schools nationwide are part of the annual evaluation, and the top 40% of schools in terms of student performance are recognized. Northgate, Noonan, and East Coweta high schools have been awarded the Best High School moniker for several years. One thing that it is important to recognize is that all of the high schools in our county system are consistently recognized. That means we have evidence of high student success and consistency of high expectations in all corners of our community. We also saw evidence at all 3 schools of improvement in their rankings this year when compared to schools nationwide and across our state. This high performance is indicated in our school system's overall criteria rankings as well, when compared to school systems across the state. When we receive some indicator of success like this, it isn't the end of the story. Our teachers and administrators are constantly identifying areas of improvement and innovation, working to improve student opportunities, and striving to support all students in higher performance. But it's also good to recognize that hard work pays off. So I offer congratulations to our high schools, school system, and students for a job well done. And as our school board members pointed out, this recognition isn't just of our high schools, but our whole school system, pre-K through 12th grade, and our whole community as well, since this level of performance doesn't start in the 9th grade and never takes place without the support of a strong community. It's an honor we can all share in. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you soon.